Peace and blessings, y'all. Good morning. So it's early in the morning and it is kind of dark and gloomy outside. So excuse the lighting. But I was reading this morning and goodness, the verses I read just touched my heart. So I had to gather myself and I said, let me go share this with my peeps, So let me put my eyes on. Oh, hey, baby. Now I can see you. All right, so we are reading from Surah 3, Ayah 35. Ayahs 35 through 37. Surah is chapter, and Ayah is verse. So Surah 3, Al-Imran, Ayahs 35, 36, and 37. Just listen, y'all. Just listen. Woo! Alhamdulillah. A'udhu billahi minash shaitani rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Behold, a woman of Imran said, O my Lord, I do dedicate unto thee what is in my womb for thy special service. So accept this of me, for thou hearest and knowest all things. When she was delivered, she said, O my Lord, behold, I am delivered of a female child. And Allah knew best what she brought forth. And no wise is the male like the female. I have named her Mary, and I commend her and her offspring to thy protection from the evil one, the rejected. Right graciously did her Lord accept her. He made her grow in purity and beauty. To the care of Zachariah was she assigned. Every time that he entered her chamber to see her, he found her supplied with sustenance. He said, O Mary, whence comes this to you? She said, from Allah. For Allah provides sustenance to whom he pleases without measure. Allahu Akbar. Y'all, that from Allah, that it just hit me because I've experienced that multiple times in my life where things just happen or things just get taken care of, and I know I didn't do it. I know I didn't have the means to do it, and somehow it just happened. Somehow it just worked. I'm like, that's Allah. That's Allah. I'm not kidding, y'all. Bills have been paid. And if you sit down and punch in the numbers and add, subtract, carry, multiply, divide, it just does not numerically add up. It's like, how did that work out with? And you just stop and say, in my human form and in my human mental capacity, I'm not going to understand that. Because in my opinion, that's a miracle. That's a blessing. That's Allah working in your life. Right? When stuff happens and you just like, wait a minute, I didn't do that. How did that happen? And you can't explain it. Just say, Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah means all praises is due to Allah. All praise is due to God. God just be showing up and showing out like, Alhamdulillah. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to come and remind anyone who may be struggling, whether it be financially, emotionally, however you may be struggling. Understand that you're not the only one struggling. I'm struggling too. But also understand that Allah is and will always be in the business of listening to prayers and answering prayers. Now, with that, we do have to practice sabr, which is patience, right? We may have been praying for something for 5 years and maybe we haven't gotten a response. And maybe we think God doesn't hear us. God hears us. God hears us. Allah hears us. And Allah knows exactly what's best for us and when it's best for us. And Allah knows that sometimes we have to be told no. Sometimes we're told yes. Sometimes we're told not right now. And sometimes the trial and or the difficulties, the tribulations, the things that we are going through is to purify us, is to bring us closer to Allah, is to teach us, is to show us something that we haven't seen, is to help us to grow. So if you're in a trial, if you're in a difficulty, if you cannot see the way out right now, trust Trust in Allah. Believe in your heart that Allah is there with you, and that Allah does not intend you harm. And if you do experience any type of harm or difficulty, 9 times out of 10 is for your best benefit. And that 1 time out of 10, we don't like to hear this, sometimes it's because of the works of our own hands, right? Sometimes our difficulties come because of some type of act of disobedience that we have done, right? Sometimes our difficulties come because of our own hands, right? So we have to also be willing to accept accountability for our actions and realize, this might be because of, Don't get down on yourself. Allah forgives. Don't get down on yourself. Get down on your knees and pray and ask for forgiveness with humility and sincerity in your heart, and ask for Allah to be with you and guide you through whatever you're going through. Because just like Mary said right here, we just read, y'all, Zachariah came in there and said, Mary, where you got all this stuff from, girl? How you get all this food and stuff? Mary said, from Allah. Like, period, from Allah. So let's just remember, like, Allah is in the business of listening and providing for us and answering our prayers. We just have to ask. We just have to ask, and we just have to be patient. So anybody who's listening, anybody who needs this, and I'm kind of talking to myself right now because I needed this word. Don't give up. Don't give up. Allah loves you. Allah loves you. You don't even have to be Muslim. You understand what I'm saying? This is not, don't let what I look like deter you from this message, okay? There's one God. There is one God. And anybody, I don't care, you cover, don't cover, call yourself Muslim, don't call yourself Muslim. This is not just a message for Muslims. This is a message for humans. Allah is there. Allah is there, okay? Allah is there. Don't give up, y'all. Push through, push through, push through. And if you're not in a struggle, be a blessing to somebody else. And even if you are in a struggle, you can still be a blessing to somebody else, right? Whatever you can give, give. Because you never know how that's going to come back to you. All right, I won't hold you. I'm over 7 minutes. Sorry. Peace, blessings, love, and light. God be with you. Bye.